Hello everyone, this is Senior Biotech Analyst John Vandermosten. Welcome to our channel that educates the life sciences investor on exciting advancements in drugs, biologics, and devices. For more content and news like this, subscribe to our channel below and like or share with others. Welcome back to our interview with electroCore CEO Dan Goldberger. We were just talking with him about some of the current growth drivers for the company, but also want to explore some of the future areas of growth for electroCore and their GammaCore device. Some of the areas where the GammaCore device has already had some work done include stroke, PTSD, Parkinson's disease, inflammatory disease, opioid use, and others. And I think there's probably even more than that, but we don't want to...
Yes, there are.
Yes, we don't want to go overboard with that. But which of these options look most promising right now, and what are the next steps to move these indications forward with GammaCore?
So that's a great question, and they're all very, very promising. There's a question of, given limited resources, how do we stage the different opportunities and the investment to get to the indications and ultimately to explore those market opportunities. Mm-hmm. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, as I'm sure you're aware, there's quite a bit of comorbidity in the VA hospital system with PTSD, as well as with headache. Very high proportion of PTSD patients also suffer from headaches, and so we have a lot of crossover there with the physicians who are already prescribing GammaCore therapy in the VA hospital system for PTSD. There are
off-label, right? Yeah.
I didn't. Well, actually no, because headache in PTSD.
So they're prescribing for headache, and then it's also showing benefits for the coincident PTSD.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Got
headache in PTSD is an on-label promotion, so we are doing that. There are two studies going on that are being funded by DARPA and the VA hospital system.
Okay. Investigator-led? So
investigator.
It's not costing electroCore or anything to run these?
All we do is provide a little bit of technical support for these trials. One is being run by Dr. Lerman out of the VA hospital in San Diego. The other, where there's more publications, is being run out of Atlanta by Dr. Bremner's group. Based on the early returns from those studies, the FDA has announced back in January breakthrough designation in PTSD. Okay. We're going to have a pre-submission meeting with the FDA actually coming up very soon on May 2nd. That will be followed by a SPARC meeting with the FDA. And all of this is, the idea is to fast track a label for a standalone indication in treating post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, obviously, our first channel will be the VA hospital system, but PTSD, unfortunately, is broadly...
a little bit more broad than just veterans, yeah.
Correct. It's showing up, and even more so in a post-COVID environment, it's showing up in a larger and larger demographic. The other very exciting opportunity that it...
No, I mean, this is the one I'm excited about, stroke, I think, right? Am I right, or did I get the wrong one?
Yep. So in February of this year, data from Europe was published talking about acute treatment of stroke with our device. And the nuance here is that there are two types of stroke. There's ischemic and hemorrhagic strokes. And the current standard of care is that you cannot...
You can either treat one or the other. I mean, what works for one does not work for the other.
Is actually contraindicated for the other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
Right. So the drugs...
you got to know which one it is before you start any kind of treatment.
And so for the first time ever, it looks like we're going to be able to offer a therapy that can be offered
for either one.
For either indication before that determination, before that diagnostic.
And I think, isn't there the saying that, in stroke, time is of the essence?
Time is of the essence.
I think that's
exactly right.
Saying.
And our portable personal use device, it's already very easily deployed into that environment. Another indication that is getting a lot of interest right now from the federal government is around treating the symptoms of substance abuse, and specifically opioid.
Right, and we got kind of distracted by COVID, but that has, I think, continued to become worse. Because before COVID, that was a healthcare crisis in the U.S.
It still is a healthcare crisis.
Right, and we kind of absolutely got pushed aside with COVID, but
yes,
and so you've got something that'll
this is unique in my career, and obviously I'm not a young man any longer. It's been a long career, but NIDA, the National Institute of Drug Abuse, is actually lobbying for us with the FDA to use our device, GammaCore non-invasive therapy, to treat inpatient substance abuse patients as a bridge to Revitral therapy.
Okay.
And that's a 5 to 10 day regimen for inpatient substance abuse withdrawal. And NIDA is very, very excited about the results that they're seeing in the trial. And as I mentioned, for the first time in my career, I've got a government agency that's dragging me by the scruff of the neck to the FDA and saying, you have to approve this for this indication. And again, NIDA and the FDA are interested in this from a macro government effort.
Sure.
But there are a large number of cash or community service inpatient substance abuse programs, whether it's alcohol or opioids or any one of a number of substance abuses that where we could really be helpful in getting patients bridged to Revitral and ultimately to be cured of their condition. So that's a very, very exciting development.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. So yeah, just to reiterate, PTSD, we've got stroke, and then also opioid use disorder.
Opioid use disorder.
And I think, and there's more, but we're not going to distract everybody with that. But again, Dan Goldberger of electroCore, ticker symbol ECOR.
Thank you, John.
We'll be back we'll be back next time with talking about some other great things about the company. Thank you.